Hello guys, Inslayerclone here, friendly neighborhood, and today I'm going to be doing a video on being free, I guess. I don't know really what the title of this video. The title is going to be the title, I guess. Maybe I should just call it the title of the video, called the title. Perhaps that'd be a good thing, title I guess. So, So anyway, today I want to talk about why I haven't really been uploading on my main channel, because I've been actually uploading my Let's Play channel, Inslayerclone Let's Plays, and then uploading a lot of videos on there and stuff. I haven't really been like doing the BP content anymore because I think I've already talked about this in my many videos on YouTube anyway, before their termination happened back in 2024. That me talking about BP content doesn't make any sense anymore. This is, like I said, why I'm be over in 2025 and beyond, making BP content. That's what I'm gonna call it, because YouTube is completely different now than last year ago, especially like in August 2024. YouTube was completely different, compared to August 2025. And I know I suffered the brunt force of it, so. But yeah, I just, at this point in time in 2025, I don't see any value in making like those type of videos anymore. I mean, I know there's some people that still make those videos on YouTube. Maybe they're younger and stuff. What? I'm like, what, 26 now and stuff, making YouTube content. So I guess it's either I've aged upwards or grown out of that phase of my life, or I've completely concluded what I needed to say, you know. And reason why I'm making this video today, because actually I haven't made a video for 3 months on my main channel, and I really have something to say, because I was actually going to upload this video called noise, right? Remove noise out of your life, which was pretty much, I guess this is kind of the same video I'm making, but it's not really the same video. I guess I have 3 months of wisdom, I guess. 2 months after wisdom when I made that video and didn't upload it on YouTube. I think I was just turned 26, because my birthday's in the summer, so yep. So people on these like platforms and stuff like that, especially in like the manosphere and platforms, and yeah, like in the manosphere, whatever like sphere on the internet, I don't even know, man. I mean, everyone's just retreated into their own communities at this point, and that's what's happened, I guess. I guess Metal Gear 2 and Deus Ex predicted this in 2001. No, 2000 actually. Deus Ex came out in 2000. Metal Gear 2 predicted this in 2001. That everyone is just, once the rise of internet and stuff, everyone's gonna have all this noise data. What do you call it? What's it called? Junk data and stuff, and they're just gonna retreat in their communities. Every person's truth is their truth, I guess. Lived experience is their lived experience. Not what the facts say. What I myself, I want to make this crystal clear. Nothing is fact. History is not a fact. If it doesn't have actual numbers in place, it isn't a fact, or what the truth is about that time. If there's no direct numbers, as we can see with the economy, like we can see that life has gotten worse because you can see the numbers of the standard of living from the 1960s to 2025 has dropped. So that's actually a direct factor that things have gotten worse throughout time. But really, so has really things gotten worse? We're doing the same thing for the most part. So I'm not going to ruminate about a time period that didn't exist, that only my dad existed when he was like a baby or something. I'm not going to ruminate about that because I don't even know that is even real, right? I mean, last time I checked, people in the 1960s, or 50s, their minds were easily controllable because, like I said, some war happens in like Vietnam. Oh, we just have to go over there because that's what the media says or whoever says. I mean, Vietnam is kind of like, an easy strategy. I mean, an easy plot device, because because like what left wing groups and rightist groups were arguing about that. That's a very easy term for us to use, but because that was like a mainstream thing anyway. A lot of people were against the war in Vietnam, and most people didn't want to sacrifice their lives and stuff. But seeing other content like actual things that people didn't protest against back in the 1960s, like with I think it was in the 70s actually. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to get my channel affected. But the ship that was destroyed by a certain ally of us. No, there was no massive protest for that back then because it was just like a blimp, in the system back then. Everything was easily controllable. So reading and stuff, when you look at it from like Deus Ex and Metal Gear Solid 2, the AI isn't really correct, really, and stuff. It's just another form of propaganda. And and going back onto topic, I just want to make that crystal clear that what I'm trying to say, that protect your own mind. Don't put other people's amplify other people. You know your own truth. Your truth is the most important at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if the news media says it, family says it, your friend says it, your wife or husband, I don't know who's watching this video. Whoever says it, your truth, your ideals matter the most. Because at the end of the day, all these people can be gone, and who's left is only yourself. So I'm not gonna try and tell people you should go to Thailand because I watched a video of some person on Thailand, or some person on YT. A marketer says Thailand or Philippines is a much better place to live in. These places are not better places to live in, I guarantee. I mean, I was watching the movies. I was watching a show called Banged Up Abroad and stuff. And in the Philippines and stuff, if a woman is married to her husband, a Filipino husband, and he decided to have children that married Filipinos, because they can't actually get unmarried, they can't have a divorce in the Philippines. That child actually belongs to the husband of the married woman in the Philippines. So people saying, "Oh, these countries are more better and stuff. They have better laws and stuff. Life is better." It's not the case. It's not reality. I don't know about Thailand, but they have their laws as well. That's gonna affect your life as well. So pretty much the show was called Banged Up Abroad and stuff. It's just like white men. You got like a Filipino woman and stuff. And Filipino woman didn't really like this man and stuff. They have like a child with each other and stuff, and he had to literally break the rules and leave the Philippines to come back to England with his daughter and stuff, and his wife, the girlfriend, wife, whatever. She's technically a foreign. She had to leave Philippines under humanitarian aid So she's not really. I don't know if she's a British citizen now. I mean, his daughter is a British citizen, but I don't know about the lady itself. But so really, when I say and stuff, you can't really look at watch a video on YouTube or say something on YouTube that say this is the right direction. Like passport bros and stuff, whatever. Just go to the Philippines because the Philippines are the women's are far better there. I don't know. What I do know, women are the same everywhere. It's just the prices vary and stuff. So I mean, Unreal Man, he's promoting that men should not move overseas and stuff. Which I'm not saying you shouldn't not move overseas. It's up to you at the end of the day. What is your like ambition in life? What do you truly want to do in life? You know, do you want to just live a hedonistic consumerist lifestyle? I guess maybe moving overseas is the best option. Do you want to live an intelligent lifestyle and speak your own mind? I don't think moving to a foreign country is the best solution. Leaving the West. Many of these countries don't really have free speech like we do. In the Western world. So, and I do value that a lot. I mean, even though, like I said, we've got like these problems like with YT and stuff, and we've got like people trying to take freedoms away, but at the end of the day and stuff, there's still ways to mitigate free speech, mitigate those types of stuff. I'm not saying like you shouldn't leave the country leave the country of origin to make some money and stuff. Far from it. I'm not saying any of that. However, and stuff, the idea that the grass is greener on the other side and stuff. If you have like children, let's just say I'm gonna decide, I'm gonna get a Filipino female and have children with Filipino female, and decide to do that. But I get caught up, or I don't own those children anymore because Filipino female is married to ex-husband that is still married, so technically it's his children's, not my children's. So that's a problem, isn't it? All of these factors are into play, So for me and stuff, like I said before, if you're my age, or younger, because I know there's some people that are younger that are watching this type of content. All I say that you just have to protect your own self. You just have to protect your own ideas, That's the only thing you truly own, really. Even your like actual ideas manifested in their existence, you probably won't own that eventually. Just like George Lucas doesn't own Star Wars anymore, so all you have is your own mind and your own wisdom and your experiences in life. That's the only thing you own. You don't really own nothing, because you say, "Oh, well, I own this property and stuff." It can just be destroyed, like you see in LA in January, which is it's been 8 months now. No, 9 months actually. That happened. The Palisades fire. We don't even talk about that anymore. So it's ancient history now. That's how things are. The Palisades are ancient history, And yeah, that's what I'm pretty much trying to say and stuff when it comes to my videos and stuff. Why I've actually not made any videos, because I was feeling like I'm just doing this because, well, you guys do watch those types of videos, but do I even want to make these videos anymore? Absolutely not. I don't want to make, constantly talking about the same topics and stuff, And I said, well, what can I do? I'm starting to make video games. I'm starting to talk about making stories and stuff. That's what I really want to do in life. And, I don't think I need to move to a foreign country to start doing that, unless, like I said, the controversy of the other game that came out in March, I think, was it March or April or whatever, that the TikTok community lapped shot on because it's an adult video game and stuff. And and saying, "Oh, look at all the content and stuff like that." Made a complaint about it, and the governments came in, swooped it up, censored it, you know. And now, as you can see, about 3 or 4 months later, they're trying to take down Steam, they're trying to take down itch.io, attacking Visa, MasterCard, attacking these companies and stuff. So I did say that would happen in my video. I think that this is going to cause serious consequences in the future, and I probably didn't say it, but if you watch my channel, you probably understand, and what happened. Well, you got Visa, MasterCard trying to censor, entertainment, because, like I said, the movie industry is fading big time. Like Hollywood, the AAA industry is fading because no one wants to play their games anymore and stuff. And indie games are really a succeeding industry and stuff. Like I said before, I don't support those type of games. I don't play those types of games for the most part. I mean, if they have a good story and a good gameplay, I probably would play them, right? Because then they're not just an adult game, they actually have a good concept behind it. But why do I have to even explain myself? I mean, there's tons of adult movies and stuff and novels out there, like 50 Shades of Grey with Dakota Johnson. I think The Secretary as well. No one complains about that, about it's corrupting people's minds and stuff. But one game that is what it says, it's interactivity and stuff. It's all nonsense and stuff. It's just that this is a male-centric gaming is a male-centric hobby, while movies and books are female-centric for the most part. I mean, movies is kind of split into the middle, but let's just keep it real. In 2025, it's mostly a female-centric hobby and stuff. Not really much men that are watching movies. Only the older males, but actual males like my age, they're either on watching some podcasts or playing a video game. That's what they're doing. They're not really watching, maybe they're watching anime, probably watching anime, but other than that, I don't see them watching anything on the mainstream television anymore nowadays. I barely even touch the television, because there's no purpose. Why am I giving my energy to other people that don't care about me, that see me as a disdain to society? Why should I give them my energy? All right, I might as well give my energy to other people that actually want to support, that likes my support, they care about my support, like the game developer, Neverwinter Chronicles, I think that's what it's called, Neverspring Chronicles. I think I support him because he's been making his game since 2004, and he never stopped making his game. His RPG game, I supported him and stuff because I'm making a statement, because I support people that never gave up on their passions and dreams. Even if the concept of the game is not good, I still support I still support them, But I've got to support some Hollywood, uber rich millionaire that insults you, like what's that other woman, that has been insulting gamers and stuff about, what's it called, the not The Last of Us, what's the game called, Intergalactic whatever game, the actor and stuff. Oh, the gamers don't like it. I don't care, they're still gonna play it and stuff. Why should I support them? They hate me. They hate people like me, so I don't care, Anyway, guys, all I'm trying to get to this video and stuff, do your own research, protect your own ideas and your own way of life, and protect your peace. Pretty much what I'm trying to say in this video, There are people out there that are trying to challenge you right now. They're planning to challenge you, trying to take you down, trying to destroy your life, or even. But you just have to learn how to protect your own existence, your own way of life, even if it requires, even if it takes a massive toll to your existence. Because what else do you have left anyway? You know, entire family will be gone. It's only going to be you and stuff, and you're only going to have your own truth to tell to other people, or maybe not tell to other people. You just write in the book. That's it. You know, I've been journaling for about almost a year now, and I've never felt better about my life. I've never felt very directive, right? Not directive per se, but never felt very like straight to the point, very like confident in my existence, you know, because I've journaled about my life from 2024 to 2025, summer of 2024, 2025. I haven't stopped journaling. My book ripped in half and stuff. I amended it and still using that book today. So, you know, all you have to do is protect your own peace and protect your own visions and stuff. And, you know, get into reading, get into the library, get into the books and stuff. There's plenty of books out there, of course. I'm not saying you should like you have to read like, you know, entire novel, but just get something to rejuvenate your mindset, man. You know, all I'm trying to do is, all I'm trying to say, get disciplined on learning something new every day, even if it's something minuscule, because you can use that to elevate your way of life in the future. So, and yes, some people in like, you know, in other countries, in maybe in Africa and stuff, or you know, in India and all that, or Ukraine and stuff, they have worse lives than me, but they still protect their own way of life in some form. They still try and go against the grain in those communities. I mean, it's very hard to go against the grain, in especially places that, if you criticize their religious principles over there, that's required. That can lead you to get to unaliven you getting unalived. You know, you have to do it smartly. You have to do it strategically. But either at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that can happen? You getting unalived with your own beliefs, or living a lie for the rest of your life. So anyway, guys, that's all I really got to say and stuff. You know, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it. If you agree with me about this video or not, let me know, and subscribe and check out my other channels and stuff on YouTube, like Inslayerclone, Rumble, Let's Plays, and my Rumble channel, Inslayerclone. I think I have two actually, because of the, I don't know why Rumble made me two ones, but I do use one that is actually my main Rumble account. Other one is just like a backup, I guess. I don't know how Rumble did it. I think it was back in 2022 when I put the sync feature and made two accounts for some reason. And I guess you can check out my Odyssey account and BitChute accounts. I don't know if you can even access in the UK anymore. I heard BitChute had to pull out from the UK, so yeah. It's only gonna get worse from here, guys. 2026 is about what, 4 months left, and it's only gonna get worse. Don't don't have hope that things will get better. It's only gonna get worse, way worse. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it, and subscribe.